You know what? It is much easier to answer these if I just talk to you. Can you even hear me? Hold on. I would hope that you're doing something of your own, because I'm not providing much entertainment otherwise. Oh my god, you can hear me. Okay. I don't need to hear myself. Wonderful. Improvised voice reveal, yes. Only for the churchgoers who come to watch me make rosaries. I apologize for the background noise. I live near a playground, so you will have to excuse the offspring sounds and ruckus. If you hear screaming, nobody is dying, probably, most likely. My church is in a very unfortunate place sometimes. But I'm glad I provide good company. Listen, you never know with children. I am here to provide the service if somebody is getting killed, so hopefully not though. I have a lot of rosaries to make. Maybe later. If I do this more often, it will be better when it starts raining. That is very pleasant background noise. One day, perhaps. Also, hello, Noel. wasn't expecting you here. Oh my god, my hands are shaking so much. And hello, Kia. Who else is here? Val. And Arsen. And Nico, if Nico is still here. Oops. Forgot to beat. You can even hear the clock. All right. I thought my microphone was not so good, but alas. Unfortunately, I do not have a church organ yet, but once I do have it, you will hear it as well. Well, I was planning to come live in the morning, however. Well, that did not end up happening. I was doing something with Sirena and then I woke up and then I tried to go live twice and those lives never happened because you cannot prove that they happened. So this is my first live and I'm a professional. And now I'm live. So yeah, it all worked out in the end. I reckon everyone from the other side of the planet is asleep right now, so I have to remember to put this archive public once I finish. You know what, Kia? I made that joke with lamb once. I do not know if you remember that post. I think of that joke every time I say church organ. Which organ is it? A heart, probably. Imagine as the centerpiece of the altar you have a beating heart. That would be something. Hopefully I can. Hold on. Am I going to mess something up? Probably. Okay, I cannot check this. I can check this. All right, good. Hold on. I need to get a proper chair once. maybe. Perhaps I even finish this today. Which would be nice. Then I can bless it in the sea tomorrow. So I may be here until I finish it, and then I'm going back to drawing. Oh yes, I wanted to say, I do not know if you saw my very well orchestrated show off. They're not fully translucent, they have this iridescent shine to them that is a little blue. I got them even before I was working with sirens, because they reminded me of, well, sirens, I suppose. And they're made from glass, they're very pretty. I will try to get a good photograph of it once I figure out how to take photographs of rosaries in a way that you can see them well. I need some kind of a black background, I reckon. Fabric. I will see. But yeah. This one is mostly Sirena inspired. And I have another one planned for later, but for that I need beads I do not currently have. We will get to it. Greetings, Charles. Yes, I wish I sounded different as well, but alas, this is what my vocal cords behave for now. Yes, I never spoke before. But I don't know. Because I do not actually particularly enjoy my voice, so I did not want people to connect it with the image of me, but perhaps I don't care about that much anymore. The image of me is ever changing as it is, so. And I never had this much people watching me do something, so it is much easier to speak, to answer, than to type everything. Okay. Yes, with him. with my sweet bun. We're supposed to go early in the morning and then we are coming back in the evening, I suppose. It takes about 3 hours to get to the seaside, so hold on. Oh, okay. So if I finish this today, I will take the rosary there and cleanse it in the sea. Thank you. I hope so as well. I will take some nice photos if I remember, hopefully. And collect some shells if I find them, hopefully. I have not been to the seaside for a very long time, over 10 years now, so I'm looking forward to hearing the waves and that good sea smell. And of course for my sirens to have a good time. That is why I am going in the first place. Yeah, this is going to be nice. Okay. I meant because the season was now... Do you call it the season in English? I'm not certain. As in, a lot of people were at the seaside now, so I'm not certain if there will be many shells to find. Because I do not know how deep into the sea I will go or whether I will swim or not, so... On the shore, I meant. And I actually have no idea where we're going. So... But yes, I do hope that there will be shells on the one place I can find shells. This is why we went a bit later. Well, he wanted to go with me when I mentioned it. Either very early or a bit later, so we... I cannot think of the word, so we are not there when other people are there. And July and the beginning of August tend to be the most packed months at the seaside, so he wanted to avoid that with me, which is very kind of him. I was thinking about that actually in regards to Cain, or Cain, as Americans would say. I'm not certain. I do not think so. I was thinking about that years ago when he just left with Salem. I was wondering if I went to the seashore whether I would be able to feel him more or not. I'm not certain. I do not reckon he will come back. At least not anytime soon, which is unfortunate, but yeah. I have someone else who is very connected to the sea now, so. Interesting thing with Kain is that I do not even remember when he left. It was all very, yeah. It's unfortunate because I do not remember that time very well, aside from what I drew during that time, so. But I do miss him and Salem. For a period of time, I wondered whether he was tied to a specific place, similarly to Kreos, but he was not. So I don't know, we will see tomorrow. But yes, I think he is gone as well as Red. At least for now. Although considering, well, it is a bit of a different situation with Nivan, but at this point I expect anyone to appear again. Should they have the need to. Yeah. Oh, I would love, well, sometimes I think I would love to live near the sea, but in truth, I would love to just live near any body of water. Very calming. But alas, I live in the outskirts of a town. So I'm very grateful that we can go tomorrow. For a day at least. Am I doing this? Yes. Oh, thank you for asking. The thing with sending me anything is that I would have to give you my address. And for some people, I am not opposed to giving them my address. However, for people that I'm not so familiar with, I am a little bit more on the fence of doing so because I had some pretty unfortunate experiences with people knowing my address and threatening me with it. So I'm not very willing to do so for just anyone. If I had something like a P.O. box or something, I would be glad to do so, to receive anything people would like to send me, but as it stands, I would have to think about it if we are not close. And when it comes to buying rosaries, not for the moment. However, I was thinking about it. There are a couple I would like to make for them, capital T. And after I make them, I was thinking about making them for other people. or at least attempting to. There is one person, Aren, has been waiting on a rosary from me for about a year now. So if nothing, I would at least like to make it for them. And then I will see how I'm feeling. But yes, it is a possibility. Although if I ever do start making it for other people, I would take one order at a time, so I'm certain that I can make it and send it. Before I take another order to make. And so I can take my time so I do not stress myself out. Because if I stress myself out, then I'm not going to make it for anyone anymore, so I have to figure out my own rhythm. But yes, it is a possibility. And for other people, the way I was thinking about it in regards to the price, I concluded that I would feel the most comfortable to set a minimum price, which is probably going to be around 13 euros, and then the rest is going to be up to the buyer. So if you wish to pay me more, you can pay me more, but if you do not have any more, you can just pay me the 13 to cover the shipping and some of the supplies, and then I will send it to you. And I think that is that seems to me the best. So you get something either way, but also it's dependent on the person as well. Preferably, I would love to trade goods for rosaries, but considering people are all over the world, that is not as simple as it would be if we did truly live in a village. So I try to merge these two concepts together. Oh yeah, now I can finally tell you. If you need, if you're curious about any name, please do tell me. But yes, it is oh my god. It is Nivan, not Nivan. Although that also sounds interesting. I also pronounce them half. Most of the names are pronounced in a way you would pronounce a Latin name, and some of them I pronounce in a very Croatian manner. So if you pronounce them differently, it is not necessarily wrong. But yeah, if you would like to know for any specific name, I can finally tell you. What's wrong with 13? I like the number 13. I don't know, I never really knew how to price things. I'm thinking about that still. And the whole thing about me is that I do not necessarily want to take money for them. If I could, I would make them for free, but I cannot really do that considering I have to pay for the supplies. So I'm thinking about it. Perhaps if the beads are glass, then 13, but if they are stone, then 23 or something like that. But the number has to have a meaning for me. One more. I'm thinking about it still. Because I kind of just like to gift people things, so I don't know, I will see. I have an amount of them to make before I start to make them for other people, so there is time for me to think about it still. Ten people in the hall. Hello, 10 people. Acquaintance, friend, a person from the US. Pronounce his name as Niven. It is always so fascinating to me to hear how people whose first language is English naturally pronounce some names, because it makes no sense to me, but it makes sense to them. It's quite interesting to hear. Okay. Yeah, I suppose I should make them. I wanted to set about. My brain is not working. I wanted to set a base price for all of them, but considering how much the materials vary, I would have to make a specific price for each. But even in that case, I would have a base price, and then I would give you my mail from my PayPal, and then you can either just pay me the base price or give more. Please. Thank you. In English, you would pronounce her name as Yuri, which is how I usually pronounce her name. But me, naturally, I would pronounce her name as Uri, because naturally I pronounce all of the names how they are written. Which I know for English-speaking people, that concept doesn't really make any sense. Because our alphabet is different, and how we pronounce words, letters is different. So Yuri in English, but Uri in how I would naturally pronounce it. Similar to Cain and Kain, and Salem and Salem. I pronounce them as Salem and Kain. No? I need this. Which I suppose the way I pronounce her name would be more accurate, because she's of Asian descent, so Uri would be more accurate. That only now occurred to me. Yeah, well, the church needs to have some funds, which I provide for the most part. However, I am a single father, so I do need some help from time to time, and I put the shell on the wrong way. Okay. Father squared. I could as well be father cubed, like litera, considering I have a church of cats and a child, and he had a church birds and a child. So truly, both of us are father cubed. There we go. Can you see this? Am I out of frame a little bit? I'm still fighting with the contraption that is the tripod, so... Yeah, you can see it. Mm. Let me just check on the child real quick. I will be right back. Child is alive. Child sleeps way more than I do, so I get worried. Some of them I get over Etsy. So these shells I got over Etsy. A lot of the specific ones I usually get on Etsy, both for centerpieces and for connectors. Although there is a craft shop here we have that sells a lot of centerpieces and base and connectors as well, so I can get it there. And the Sacral store I posted some photos of a few days ago, they also have some connectors. It's a very Croatia is a very Christian-ish religious country, so there are a lot of such stores, and in all of the stores you can pretty much find a lot of Christian themed or oriented items, so it is not that hard to find centerpieces and cross pendants. And also, can you see? You can see. And these also I find there. These are little connectors, but they are like dragonfly wings. I also found these Ankh connectors here by sheer luck, I suppose. These little wings as well I found here. I also have a whole box of pendants I could perhaps show you later. But the jump rings, for instance, the wire and the chain I also have to order because there is nowhere I can find them that they are made of stainless steel, unfortunately, so those I also have to order, which is not that big of a deal, unless a lot of the shops unfortunately do not ship to Croatia, so I have to find what does, and then I have to wait for them to come here, but yeah. I actually took the dragonflies for, I have all of the, oh yeah, your dragonflies. I just now remembered. I took them to make something for River. And then I realized that I have all of the supplies to make the Moth Father rosary for him as well. So there ought to be a stream where I make that as well. Let me show you some of the pendants. Or I get them sent because I have very lovely people in my church. So for instance, these, there is a delay, hold on. Yes, you can see. These flowers, these and these were sent to me by Arsen. These also. These are the other connectors I ordered. They have like a little focus. Yes, they have like a little 2 shells and a little spiral. They are quite large, which I should have read the description, but I did not. So I will use them for something else. But the majority of these I also ordered. These have the Sacred Heart, and these have the Lady of the Sea on them. I do not reckon I can focus well enough for you to see them. Maybe. But yeah, these I also ordered and they came recently. but the majority of the rest I can find here. So yeah, these. Oh. And the crosses, I also found pretty much all of these here. Some were also sent to me, and some. There are a lot of very interesting, intricate old crosses you can find on flea markets. So I got this one, for instance, and I found a silver one there as well. So yeah, this one I got from the sacral shop. I like it because it looks like it is made out of a shell. And then I thought, why don't I just look up shell crosses, which I did. So yeah, I mean, considering you live in Italy, I am certain that you can find a store that sells these in Italy as well, because you know the Vatican. Hello, child.
Hello.
Hello, cats. Oh my god, everyone is here.
I'm gone.
You're gone. Enjoy.
Thank you.
Enjoy your lunch, Val. Thank you for coming. And greetings to you, Arsen, as well. The child is gone now. She also came into the church's kitchen to get, well, breakfast, but she sleeps, so it's breakfast for her. And the cat is currently looking outside the church window. Princey and Foxy is sleeping behind me. Arsen, please do not steal any crosses from the Vatican. I can find more than enough, thank you. You okay? Hmm? If you end up in jail, Arsen, how will I melt you with my ancient prophet aura when we meet? Voice crack. Also, what are you going to the Vatican for? What kind of secret father business have you have there? Do you have there? Okay, I'm almost done, just a second. I need my cheat sheet. You're just doomed to melt, are you? Become one with the river. I will actually finish this. If you borrow a cross or two, just remind me to accidentally archive this stream privately so I have no evidence of coercion into borrowing Vatican crosses. Then you can borrow. And I will lend it from you. Which is a joke for legal reasons. Also enjoyed the wedding. Also apologies for my stuttering. I am not in front of anyone, but some days it still gets out anyway. Thank you. It annoys me as well, so. But thank you. That is the second reason why I was reluctant to speak, because some days it is not so noticeable as today, for instance, but then other days I can barely talk. Can you two please explain to me what that word means and how I'm supposed to pronounce it? Because if you allow me to pronounce it as I pronounce it, I will not do good work with that one. What are you Italians scheming in the chat? Res? Yes. After I'm finished, it will take some time to archive, and then I will set to public, so if you need to go, you can go, or if you do not catch one but you would like to see it later, you can come back here and they will be here. YouTube automatically archives live stream. I just have to set it on public afterwards. I am just not certain how long it takes for it to process it after I'm finished. Ah, I see. I will look it up later. Enjoy your meal and have a good day yourself. Many fish blessings to you. Do I have a fish here? I don't. All of my fish are on the altar, and one is around my neck, but I wanted to show a fish. But I do not have any fish. Which is criminal. Hold on. No fish. Well, I do have. Yeah, most of the fish are on the altar. They are resting there. Well, I do have a lot of fish around me. Yes, yes. You just cannot see the fish around me. Two beautiful fish. He went. You have no fish near you? Of course I do. Hold on, I will bring a singular fish. Hold on. You got two fish. Here is one fish. Here is the second fish. Behold the fish. There we go. What? What is it you want? Hold on, now my second child wants... Hold on. Behold the fish while I do father work. Hold on. The father has returned. Suddenly, Prince also wanted some fish, so he got some fish. So you pronounce it as daje? Daje, okay. Probably not, but close enough. But I reckon you have to put some energy in it for it to be pronounced well, so... I am glad to be watched by the fish. And now I wish I knew how to pronounce her name, because I would not want to do it incorrectly. But I have always done it in my head without looking it up. So instead of pronouncing it wrongly, I will look it up, and the next time I am going to say her name. But hello to you and her. From my fish to yours. I am glad to be entertaining my Italian churchgoers. I'm going to stop saying random Italian words now, because you're going to make me say something that I will regret saying. Oh my god. Good fish? Yes. Hello. You want to sit here? Come here. Good. Okay. You two are going to make me regret revealing my voice. You're not, but you can get a tiny mananja. But it's supposed to be something like mananja. There you go. Now you can sleep well next night, this evening. I don't have the emotion behind my voice to pronounce mananja as it is supposed to be pronounced. I do apologize. First live and you're making me say mananja. This is blasphemous, truly. In the presence of my holy fish. I do not know what that means in French, but it means something like damn it in English. We're a multilingual church. Okay, I never sketched the Tower of Kruger. I will once, maybe. I will do my best. I just now remembered. I have so much to draw, you know. Well, now I reminded both you and myself, so I've cursed myself. I have no one else to blame. We're almost done. Ouch. I am missing one bead. Oh, where did that bead end up? Okay. Well, hold on. Yeah. Oh, I have more fish here, look. Soft fish. have more. Ah, I found them. Considering you sent me an entire Wikipedia page, which had about 200 synonyms for some type of bird, I am certain you have more colorful ways to say damn it. I cannot even remember what bird that was, but I remembered my surprise. Gricko. Okay. What are you doing, babes? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hi, Carla. Hello. You can come next time. And this will be archived for later, so take your time and do not worry. I hope you have a good time with your friend and success with cleaning. So yeah, don't worry, take it easy. Thank you for dropping by. I will go live again at some point when I find time, so no problems. Nej. Thank you as well. Enjoy. Have a peaceful day. Hold on. Do I? Yes. Let me see. Loud children everywhere. almost finished. I'm glad. I did not really have any expectations for this. It was kind of just by feeling. So I'm glad that it's somewhat entertaining to have me in the background while I craft. And it's kind of nice in a way to have people here. I spoke to a couple of people about the fact that it would be pleasant to have a time in the church where the lot of us would basically do parallel play, and I would either draw or make rosaries, and the others would do whatever they need to do, which is, I now realize this is basically it. So please greet your Lord from us, and do He please greet your Lord from us and do have a restful sleep. I managed. And thank you for coming and for chatting. I will go live again for certain at some point, whether it is to make more rosaries or to draw. Once I sketch the next part of the comic, I am likely going to be working on it on live, so I hope we will be seeing you soon. Many fish blessings to you as well, and have a good rest. I will likely also be going. So it takes me about 2.5 to 3 hours to make one rosary. Oh my god, yeah. I think one rosary a day is about as much as I can make, considering how much it impacts my hands. Okay. next time before going live, I will likely announce it and then go live instead of going live and then announcing it, because that is easier. And I sort of know what I'm doing now, so yeah. Oh yeah, and I feel it in my wrist as well, which is unfortunate, but alas. I may as well use my body while it still works. No. What am I doing? Can I? Maybe. I think it's better if I don't do that. I should have, hold on. Yeah, I'm getting tired as well. Okay. All right. Please, come on. Oof. Where did I end up? Oh my god, I cannot close this one for the life of me. I have to see whether I can find like some gloves or something to wear. Because this is really grating on my palms. Managed. Okay. Mm. Okay. too much. Mm-hmm. Sorry. Done. Yeah, it's very beautiful. It looks exactly like I wanted it to look like. I will put up a photo of it on my jewelry account, and I will take it to the seaside with us tomorrow, so I can cleanse it in the sea. And once I find a way how to take good photographs of jewelry, I need to take photo of this one, of the blood of the forest. And I also have the old king finished, which I made when Isaiah and Coletta were here, but I never showed it. I do not think. Anyway, I think I am finished for now. Productive first meeting in the hall. Thank you for everyone who came, whether it being live or if you're watching on the replay. I'm not certain when I will go live next time, but when it happens, it happens. When the spirits tell me, the spirits tell me. They do not work on a schedule. All right. I hope you have a peaceful and productive day if you're working on something. And blessed be.